Did we see poll jitters play out in the markets today? That's the biggest buzz. That's the biggest question as the Nifty finally ends over 0.5% down, quite close to the day's lows at 22,302. It was a day which saw a mid-market sell-off, and it coincides with the third phase of the Lok Sabha elections. Now, the reason why people are jumping to the conclusion, or market participants are jumping to the conclusion, that this has something to do with the polls is the behavior of the India VIX. Let me pull up the India VIX for you. Now, the volatility index gives you a sense of the level of nervousness in the markets. The higher it is, the more volatility you can expect. And this is right now at about 17, up nearly 2.5% through the day. Now, this is telling us that there is a bit of a bearish trend in the market, and you saw that in the way markets performed through the day. So I'll just pull up the advances and declines for you and give you a sense of the choppiness we saw in the first half of the day, or the first couple of hours of trade, and you can see those zigzag lines there. After that, the bears sort of took over, and you saw this gap widen. You've ended with a declines to advance ratio of 5:1. So 1:3 actually. So you have seen quite a bearish trend move on there through the day. Now, let me come to the specifics of what really has hurt the market. And more than what has hurt the market or what has fallen in the market, what has gained gives you a clue into what the market sentiment is. And here's what I mean. You've seen FMCG stocks come to the fore after quite some time. Now, this is a space that hasn't moved in the last several months. The whole story about rural consumption being sort of very flat has continued. But today, for the second day in a row, you saw FMCG stocks shine, whether it's an HUL up 5%, second day of gains for a Britannia, Nestle, etc. You also had IT, Tech Mahindra, TCS, Wipro, all of them doing well apart from an ITC. So now when FMCG and tech are the only ones that are really moving in the market, it's seen as a defensive play. And perhaps that's what we saw playing out. On the falling side, or on the losing side, you had Bajaj Auto, Power Grid, ONGC. So stocks which have run up, a bit of profit booking there. I just want to pull up the indices to give you a sense of where exactly the pain points were. And while the FMCG and IT indices are pretty much the only ones in the green, you have realty there hurting, PSE, metals, PSU banks. So all of your economy related stocks are all the ones that saw the biggest beating. Broader markets even further, with the mid cap and small cap index nearly 2% down. Now, what remains to be seen is whether you will see a pullback in trade tomorrow, or will you see uncertainty continue at least till the 4th of June.